Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CS Tech Vidya. Okay, so this is me Bhupati Vijay Kumar. Today onwards, I'm starting a new playlist on problem solving with Python and developing the Gen AI and agentic AI applications with Python and other frameworks. Okay, so I will tell first 15 to 20 videos of this playlist, so I will mainly focus on problem solving. Okay, so the problem solving in the sense here, so as you see general programs which you see on the internet or your institutes or academics or anything. Okay, like identifying the prime numbers, finding the even odd numbers, anagram, palindrome, okay, Fibonacci series. So these kind of like a bank application, library application, so these kind of applications, so how we can implement using the basic Python. Okay, so once you master those skills, okay, once you master those skills, so then slowly we will jump into developing the Gen AI and agentic AI applications with Python. Okay, so I will tell all the required skills to master the problem solving and to start jump into Gen AI and agentic AI. So I will tell you in next couple of 10 next 10 minutes. Okay, yes. So before jumping into actual content and course and introduction to me like and all, so the main I wanted to tell you, so this playlist is designed and I'm going to tell all the concepts. So whoever you don't need any prerequisites if you are from college student or non-IT professionals, or if you have any career gap. Okay, and if anyone is currently working and if you are looking to upskill them, yourself to data analyst, data engineer, data scientist and AI applications, so you can happily follow this playlist. So I will explain clearly step by step, okay, right from mastering the basics to developing the applications and developing the AI applications also. Okay, yes, so you will master all these skills so from this playlist, and I will explain every concept practically and clearly to understand everyone. Okay, yes. So when coming to non-IT professionals, so let's assume, so you no need to go for AI applications, right? So what you need to do is, so to survive in the IT industry and to safeguard your current job, so what you need to do, you need to learn little bit of Python to automate your if you are from marketing, so to automate your campaigns or to automate your emails, or if you wanted to conduct any program or any advertisement or anything, so in order to communicate or send any reports to the client. Okay, to identify your company in the competition, to compare with your competitors, so you need some basic kind of automation, right? So with help of this Python, okay, with help of this problem solving with Python, this playlist you will get all those things, guys. Okay, so you can prepare your manual scripts, reading the Excel file, generating the emails, sending the emails, bulk emails, okay, and conduct the campaigns and track each and every activity of your leads and opportunities, so that everything you will capture in this playlist. Okay, next, if you have any career gap, if you wanted to switch your career, you can also learn this Python playlist. Okay, and when coming to college students, so if you don't know basics of programming, okay, what is programming, why we need to learn programming, okay, and if you wanted to develop your academic projects or if you wanted to clear your exams, so don't worry guys, so you will learn everything. Okay, so once you learn this basics module 1, so you can learn any programming language, correct? So in your academics you might have different languages, right? C++, Java, JavaScript, right? So you can learn all those programming languages using this playlist. Okay, yes. So next, so the most important, so one if you follow me this playlist, okay, and if you practice everything, the problems which I tell you in the course, or if you want from the internet or any chat GPT, if you can able to solve those problems, so you can you can learn and develop any kind of applications, guys. Okay, yes, as I said, these are the three most important skills you will get during the entire course. Okay, so first 15 to 20 days you will get the logical thinking and building the programs, and without using any AI assistant. Okay, so you can ask me, okay, why we should not use the AI tool. Okay, I will explain, guys. Okay, yes. So let's assume, so you are giving an interview, you are preparing for the interview. Okay, you are fresher, or you have 3 to 4 years of experience. Okay, let's assume. Okay, so your resume is shortlisted and you got a schedule from the HR and you are attending the interview. Okay, so mainly the panel, interview panel, so they will give some problem statement and they will ask you to write the code in compiler, online compiler or your laptop. Okay, but they don't give any AI tool, guys. Okay, so you have to understand the problem, you have to step into the problem, divide the problem and ask the questions to the interview panel, and you have to start writing the code manually step by step. Okay, so you will not get an access to any AI assistant like ChatGPT, Claude or Gemini or any other tools. Okay, so that's why I'm telling, so you should completely start at least for next 15 to 20 days. So focus on solving the problems manually by writing instructions without depending on any AI assistant, so that we can cover these two skills in our next 15 to 20 days. Correct? Yes. So I don't know how many of you trust me, but definitely, so if you follow this developing the logical thinking and building the programs without AI assistant, so trust me, you can clear any interview and you can clear any you can develop any application, and you can easily learn with the AI tools. Okay, and next, when it comes to production level applications, so what I mean is, so once we master, once we complete the Python basic playlist, so next our program is this playlist is next playlist will be developing the web applications. Okay, developing the REST APIs and developing the database applications, and next Gen AI and AI applications. Okay, so by that time you should master basics of programming language and AI tools. Okay, so without AI tools you can develop, no one will block you. Okay, but the current industry demand, okay, current market, current companies are expecting you should have the AI skills plus basics. Okay, so as per my experience and my knowledge and my interaction with real-time working professionals and my colleagues, so this is the perfect, okay, this is the perfect skills that everyone should have in the current AI era, and to safeguard your jobs or to step into the software industry or whatever it is. So if you wanted to continue your journey into the software industry, so you should have these skills. Okay, what is strong foundations into any programming language and system architecture. So I will tell what is system architecture and all. Okay, and AI literacy. Okay, so what is meaning, so you should know how to work with AI and how does AI application works, basic structure of AI application works. Okay, so if you can master, if you can build the real-time production level applications using this skills combination, so you will get the job and you no need to worry about your career in the IT industry, guys. Okay, so one more thing, so from last couple of 2 to 3 years, so every 6 months, okay, for every 6 months, so there is a new concept, new technology, new innovation is coming into the AI. Okay, so continuously you need to upskill yourself. Okay, so this is also very important. Along with these three skills, so you need to upskill yourself for at least next every 6 months. Okay, to continue your life and to safeguard your job in the IT industry. Okay, I hope this is very clear, and if you have any questions, okay, if you have any questions so far, so you can comment me, I will definitely respond for your comments. Okay, yes, so we have seen introduction to course and what are the skills and who can follow this playlist. Correct? Okay, so before jumping into the actual topics of Python, so what is industry, current market, okay, what kind of jobs and what kind of skills industry is expecting. Correct? Okay, so that let's focus on those things for at least 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, so once you get the understand of industry needs, then we will go through what are the skills required to follow to develop such kind of application and such kind of skills. Okay, yes, so everyone know, I think if you are from college student or if you are from not IIT, most of you might know already this workflow. Correct? So what it is, request and response lifecycle of normal web applications. Correct? It's not normal, any application. Okay, even AI application also. Okay, so it is a request and response lifecycle of your software application. Okay, so let's assume, so I wanted to purchase one product, okay, on Amazon. Okay, what I will do, I will open, so let's see. Okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I will open, so let's say, okay, so what I will do, I Okay, so I'm trying to purchase a laptop. Okay, okay, I'm trying to purchase laptop. Okay, laptop under 35,000. Okay, so what I'm doing, so I opened the Amazon portal by typing the amazon.com in the URL bar, and I can see some screen. So in the there is a search box, so here I need to enter my product name. Okay, once you enter the product name, so you will get all the products related to this product name, correct? Okay, so how it is happening, so whenever you are entering, like I mean in the URL, okay, in the URL, okay, let's assume, so I'm typing complete URL of amazon.com. okay, once I enter, I will get the home page of Amazon, correct? So how you are getting this home page, these products, these services, this text, this font, colors, does everything is in your system? No, right? It is coming from the Amazon server, correct? Amazon server. So how you are getting these products and details of the products, like I mean color, arrangement of like alignment of the screen and all, correct? So how you are getting, so Amazon people, so they have written some, they have developed this application using some programming languages and some other configuration, some other environment setup, correct? So with help of that, whenever you enter amazon.com, so they are giving one response to you. Okay, yes. So once you enter the product name on the search box again, so this name is going back to your Amazon server, and they are filtering the records from their database, and they are displaying the all the related products here. So you can search this, and you can go through all your products, correct? Yes. So this is what exactly request and response life cycle, guys. Okay, so whenever you enter amazon.com in your browser, so first request will go to Amazon server through internet. Okay, through internet. Okay, so Amazon server, so they will listen your request, and they will process your request using some Python programming language or any other language, and they will connect with the database, and they will filter all your products, and this server will send the response to the client again using internet. Okay, this is very high level. Okay, so there will be some DNS checking, okay, DNS checking, and some converting these signals into electromagnetic signals. Those are very, I mean, deep. Okay, so we are seeing it very high level. Okay, so simply you have to remember, so on the browser URL, whenever you are typing amazon.com, so this name is going to the respective server using the internet, and this server, they have written some code using some programming languages. So these programming languages further connecting with the database, and they are filtering the all your products, and they are sending back to a response. Okay, so how they are, I mean how they are reading this text, and how they are filtering the products, and how it is getting written, and how this, I mean these results are getting displayed in the browser, that everything we will see in our upcoming videos. Okay, so to develop these kind of applications, what you need is, so one programming language and one database and some front-end skills, like I mean HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, and one web server, like I mean Django. Okay, some Django. Okay, so these are the skills are enough to develop this kind of application. Okay, yes. Okay, this is the pre-era, I mean like I mean applications before AI. Okay, before AI. So now we are into AI industry, right? Now we are into AI, right? So now nowadays everything is AI. All the applications, all your requirements, all your image generation, all your video, audio and content generation and applications, everything is getting migrated into AI, right? So this is pre-AI, and what is current. Okay, so to develop these kind of applications, you need only some programming language, one database and some front end and one web server. These are enough, and little bit of idea on networking. Okay, so this is enough. Okay, so what currently companies are looking, and what currently is required, okay, for developing the AI applications. Okay, so let's take a scenario. Okay, so I am calling this application as a rule based application. Okay, so why I am calling it as a rule based application is, so I wanted to search an HP brand laptop. Okay, an HP brand laptop. Okay, what I have to do, I have to give the entire text. Okay, entire text. So since this portal is very intelligent application, so whatever you give here, so it will filter and it will read. Okay, so let's assume, okay, let's assume I'm removing this text. So see, so here my results are refreshed, right? Okay, so what I would do, like I am looking for only i5. Okay, I am looking for i5 or free shipping. Okay, so now again results are getting refreshed. Okay, now I wanted to apply some filter on my price. Okay, I am looking for only below some 40,000. Okay, let's assume within the 40,000. So again these filters are getting refreshed. Okay, I think this is the advertisement, guys. So these are the actual results. Okay, yes. So next I will choose RAM. Okay, my RAM. Okay, next I will choose some processor, CPU and everything. Okay, hard disk. Okay, everything. Okay, so here in order to get my products according to my requirement and my need, what I have to do, so I have to enter the product name, and here I have to select all the filters. Here I have to select all the filters, then I can see all the products which satisfy my requirements. Correct? So this is what current rule based applications. But let's assume, what if you can give HP laptop, okay, exact this prompt, okay. So if you, with single prompt, so if you get all the products required to your need, so user will be happy, right? You will be happy, right? So you can easily explore what are the different products available for according to my criteria, and I can easily purchase and I can easily check the features of my required product. Okay, so how we can develop such kind of applications? Okay, how we can develop such kind of applications? Okay, so that is what industry is looking, guys. Okay, that is what industry is looking the skills. Okay, I will explain it little bit again. So I hope I have covered the problem statement here. Okay, companies are building applications on top of existing applications. They are building one more layer with AI features. Okay, with enabling the AI features. Okay, what are those AI features? So user has to give the entire product details on the single prompt, and application should able to display the results according to the user prompt. Okay, so every time user has to come here, change the filters, adjust the range, okay, and change the filters and adjust the range. So this is not required. And moreover, so whenever you change any request here, so if you assume here, so every time whenever I'm clicking on any checkbox here, so results are getting refreshed, right? So every time my request is getting to, hitting the server. Okay, so this is like, let's assume, so at a same time, if 100 users are applying the same filters and they are trying to access the application same time, so what it means? So 100 users, so whatever they are interacting, whatever they are changing, so every time one request is getting on my server. Okay, so depend on the traffic, so my server will respond lately, so that user may get some different feeling and they will not happy with the portal and they will go to another platform. Correct? So companies will lose their business. Okay, so to handle all these challenges and to make our existing business with current AI trends, how we can develop the applications. Okay, na? So this is what exactly companies are looking. Okay, and one more important thing about I just wanted to mention here. So for AI tools like ChatGPT or anything, so companies are not ready to give data of existing business. Okay, companies are not ready to give the data of their existing business to AI tools. Okay, why? So once you start giving your business rules to the AI tools, so they will use this for business rules for their training, and they will recommend these business ideas for others as well. So companies will lose their business. And most importantly, users. Okay, users are customer security. Okay, so customers, they don't want to share their purchasing, and they don't want to share their details to others. Correct? Okay, so to protect the users and customers details and to protect their business rules, so they will not give their entire data to the AI tools. Then how we can develop the AI applications which will satisfy and which will stand out in the current AI market? Correct? Yes, that is what exactly company is looking, and those skills you should build. Okay, yes. So please don't mind if you don't understand this workflow, don't worry. So since you are this playlist is for like no pre you don't need any prerequisites or from college students or like non-IT professionals. So this is to just to make you understand what company is looking. Okay, you don't worry, even if you don't understand this architecture also, don't worry. Okay, yes. So once the user, so they will like let's assume, so here this is my existing portal. So here some chat bar or some search box or something. Okay, something I will provide one text box. Okay, so there I will enter like it is a web application or mobile applications, so developed with Python or Django or Fast API. So here what I will do is I will enter a prompt. Okay, I will enter a prompt. Okay, so these application, it will read this prompt and it will authorize the user. So once the user is authenticated and authorized according to your business rules, so it will send this prompt to a LLM tools. Okay, these tools. Okay, so by following some rules. Okay, by following some rules. So first it will read the prompt and it will send you a vector database and it will build the exact prompt and it will send it to the AI tools. So what it will do is these AI tools will give you the response to communicate with your database. Okay, let's assume here I have entered HP laptop i5 13th generation. Okay, so the LLM tool, what it will does is, so brand. Okay, brand HP. Okay, product laptop, processor i3, RAM 4 GB, price range less than 40,000. Okay, so this ChatGPT and LLM too, so by understanding this prompt, so they will give this kind of response. Okay, so with help of this response, with a little bit knowledge of database, so we can easily retrieve all the products from our existing database, right? Correct. So I hope everyone understand this concept. Okay, so once the user will enter the prompt, so the AI applications which we are going to develop on top of our existing application, so that will read the prompt, that will authenticate, and it will follow some steps and it will build the exact prompt and it will give the instruction, it will pass it to the OpenAI and Claude. So these tools will give the response to make it useful in the database, and this database will filter some products and it will give the response, and again it will send to the prompt builder and OpenAI. So this OpenAI, it will give the response for natural language to the user. Correct. So it will generate the response and it will give it back to the user. Okay, so simple guys. Okay, I will make it very simple, so I don't want to confuse again. So this is our current applications, or on top of it we are building some AI application with some skills. Okay, so these AI applications, what it will do is, so it will give the results in, let's assume like English. Okay, natural English, so user can understand. Okay, so if user wants with the details like images and other things, so we can develop such kind of applications as well. Okay, yes. So to develop this first rule based application and AI based applications, so what are all the skills required? Correct. So our main agenda to develop these kind of applications, so what are all the skills required? Okay, so please don't worry, like don't get scared by seeing these skills, but so these skills are not mandatory, but if you wanted to survive in the IT industry, or if you wanted to upskill yourself to get compete in the AI era, okay, you should have these skills, right? Okay, yes. So the rule based applications, which I said earlier, request and response based lifecycle example. So to develop such kind of applications, you definitely need one programming language, one SQL and front end skills, and one web server and API. Okay, and GitHub. Okay, so these are all mandatory. Okay, everyone should have, irrespective whether you are going to upskill to AI or not, and if you are preparing for the interview and if you wanted to get the job, so these are the mandatory every software aspirant, software developer, software engineer, you should have. Okay, so if anyone is from non-IT, non-IT. Okay, if you wanted to do some kind of automation on your emails or like Excel files or anything, so just Python is enough, guys. Okay, just Python is enough. But if you wanted to store those files and market leads, campaign details, so little bit of SQL. Okay, so here again, so for your non-IT professionals, you might have working on some Excel files. So database is nothing but Excel, guys. Okay, so but little advanced features and to coordinate with the software application. Okay, so these are the required skills for developing the web applications and rule based application. Okay, so once you master these things, okay, to upskill yourself to AI, so definitely you should need APIs, NumPy, Pandas, data visualization. Okay, so these are common and mandatory for all your data roles. Okay, so data scientist, data analyst, data engineer. Okay, so for all these roles, so these are mandatory, guys. Okay, so along with some other additional supporting tools also will be there. So once you if you are preparing for any specific role, data scientist, data analyst, so you can see the curriculum of the respective course. Okay, so as I said in the starting of the video, so our first playlist for problem solving with Python. So next, Gen AI and AI application, right? So this is what minimum skills required for developing the Gen AI and AI application, agentic AI applications. Okay, so system design basics, some cloud basics, LLM fundamentals. So what is ML, what is transformer, what is tokens, what is encoding, what is embedding. So those are the things, and vector databases and prompt engineering. So how to build the prompt, how to convert the prompt from the user to system understandable prompt. Okay, AI orchestration, nothing but so for the existing business. So for the existing business, how we can develop the new AI applications, that is nothing but AI orchestration and RAG, AI agents, and build real AI projects. Okay, so these are the common and mandatory and required skills for developing the AI applications. Okay, so along with this, if time permits, so definitely we will learn supporting tools as well. Okay, like fundamentals of AI, like ML applications. So we'll develop such algorithms, we'll see some math, statistics, and probabilities. So if time permits, we will see those kind of supporting tools also. Okay, so I hope I have made it clear. Again and again I'm telling, so I am not here to make you scare, but I am just giving the real fact. So this is what industry is looking, and one more, this is what industry is looking. And if you wanted to get your resume shortlisted easily, so you should have these skills, right? Okay, now you can assume, okay, so to learn all these topics, so you need long time, right? Yes. Okay, to build the real applications, to build the real AI applications, to master these skills, definitely you need a time. Okay, at least minimum, if you can spend at least daily 2 to 3 hours both for learning and practicing, you may need at least 6 months, guys. Okay, 6 months. Okay, so first 2 to 3 months, you can complete this playlist, build projects. Okay, so next 3 to 4 months, so definitely you can learn these concepts, because here the cloud, system design basics and all, it will take at least 20 to 30 days. Okay, 20 to 30 days. So once you learn this concept, so LLM, prompt engineering, AI, math and all, it take again 2 months. Okay, so all these 6 months, trust me, if you follow with me, you will able to build at least 2 to 3 real time and sellable and marketable applications with rule based and AI applications. Okay, yes, and most importantly, if you are a quick learner, and if you are like with help of AI tools, you are able to develop the applications, and you are able to debug, and you are able to understand the concepts, so you can complete in 4 to 5 months. Okay, but as I said earlier, so for 15 to 20 days, if you are complete beginner, so please avoid using any AI tools. Okay, it will help you for your interview preparation, and next you should learn the AI, so that will help you to develop your portfolio or AI applications. Correct? Okay, so I hope I have not made how can I say, I'm again and again I'm telling, I am not here to make you scare, or here I'm not telling all these topics to make you drop out from the IT industry. Okay, so this is fact, so you should have these skills. Okay, and one more thing here I forgot to tell you. So we have seen one side of current industry is looking. Okay, what is that? Developing the AI orchestrated applications on top of the existing business, right? So other side is developing the AI applications, to generate the content. Okay, to generate the new content. Okay, new content. Okay, so it won't depend on existing business or database or users information or products information. Okay, like, so like it can be image or text or any applications with core source code, or or any other, like multimedia. Okay, multimedia. Okay, yes. So this is what generating the new content. This is also one of the currently industry is looking for skills. Okay, candidates. Okay, so this is what exactly you are going to learn in next 6 months. Okay, and you may get a question: is this free or paid? So is this complete free or paid? Okay, that we will see later, guys. Okay, so once you master programming without any AI tools, so you can decide. Okay, you can decide if you wanted to follow with me or not. Okay, yes. So we have seen so much of stuff. I think I hope I have not again I am telling. So I mean, I made it clear, but I'm not, my intention is not to scare you. Okay, yes. So next, what is next? Okay, so little intro about me, who I am. Okay, so my name is Bhupati Vijay Kumar. So my proper is Karimnagar, and currently I am staying in Hyderabad. Okay, yes. So I have total 9.5 years of professional experience, and I started my career as a program analyst trainee, and I worked as a full stack developer and data analyst, and currently I am working on developing the Gen AI and agentic AI applications, and I am upskilling myself for data engineer role. Okay, these are my current roles. Okay, yes. Next, so during my journey I developed the web applications and cyber security analytical applications, CRM applications, HR applications, and some automation scripts and dashboards. So these are my core contribution in my professional projects. Okay, and these are my core technical skills: Python, Django, Flask, Fast API, Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Postgres, MySQL, MongoDB, and Power BI. So these are everyone should have, right? GitHub, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Streamlit. Okay, and automation. So these are my core technical skills. So this is about little about me. Okay, and if you want to contact me, or if you have any questions, or if you wanted to get into touch with me, so you can always reach out to me this number. Okay, this is my mobile number. You can directly call me, or you can ping me on WhatsApp. Okay, yes, I will definitely respond, or you can comment me in this video, so I will respond. Okay, yes. So we have seen a lot of stuff. Okay, so what is next? So what is next? Okay, I hope everyone have decided to learn some programming language. Okay, everyone might have decided to learn the programming language. So first of all, what is programming language? First of all, what is programming language? Correct, we should understand, right? Yes. So as I said, so my main focus and my main target audience are, you don't need any prerequisites if you are from college student or non-IT professionals, if you are upskilling to any data role. Okay, so for the first 5 hours or 4 to 5 hours, completely basics with theory and little bit of programming. Okay, with little bit of programming. Why I am telling is, okay, first of all, you should know what you are going to achieve, and what you should require. Correct. So without understanding what is programming, okay, you can develop and you can crack your interview, and you can solve all the problems on internet, what are available on internet, and you can get into the job. I don't have any concerns, I don't have any issues with them. But to survive in the IT industry, to survive with AI competition, so as I said earlier here, you should need system architecture as well, right? So as part of system architecture, as part of software architecture, definitely you should need this kind of understanding. Okay, just 4 to 5 hours. Okay, I will not take much time. Okay, maybe 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so what I will do is, first next 3 to 4 videos, introduction to Python, why we need to learn Python features. Okay, what is variable, what is identifier, keywords. I will spend 50% time on theory and 50% time on practical. Okay, so that's why I'm telling. So please bear with me next 4 to 5 hours. So I will make you to understand what is programming, why we need to learn programming, why we need to choose Python. Okay, yes. So next, so before learning to what is exactly programming language, let's take one simple scenario everyone might have seen, might have faced already. Okay, yes. Let's assume, so person A, person B. Person A knows Telugu, person knows Hindi. Okay, but they wanted to communicate each other. He doesn't know Hindi, he doesn't know Telugu. What they need, so in order to communicate effectively and efficiently, so what they need one more person or one more tool which act as a translator, correct, which will act as a translator. Okay, what it does, so this translator knows Telugu and Hindi. Okay, so and one more important skill, so it once it get any instructions in Telugu, so it should able to understand it and it should able to convert in Hindi and send it to this person. He will respond in Hindi, so understand the context, understand the Hindi and convert into Telugu and send it back to the user, correct. So this is what translator will do. Let's assume if this translator doesn't bother about context and doesn't bother about syntax or semantics, like grammar. Okay, grammar, what it will get, the entire conversation may go how can I say, wrong, correct. So misinterpreted or some miscommunication, so that it may lead into some additional problems as well, correct. Okay, so this translator is very important, okay, in order to make the efficient and effective communication between two people. Okay, so what this translator, what it does, it takes the Telugu and it will understand the Telugu, it will understand the context and it will convert the Hindi and it will send it to the user. So same vice versa here. Okay, correct. Yes. So now how it is related to our programming. Okay, so next you may ask me question, so how it is related to programming, how it is related to programming. Okay, so yes, in programming every software application, okay, so every software application, it will run on computer. Okay, it will run on computer. Okay, so this computer, okay, what it will have, this computer, so this computer, it will have some small setup like OS, memory, processor, CPU and some other additional supporting, okay, some hardware. Okay, so all your software applications, like your PDF or Word or image or whatever it is, okay, it needs all these components. So if you miss any one of this component, your application will not run. You cannot read your PDF file, you cannot read your Word file, you cannot play your video, you cannot play your audio. Okay, yes. But this laptop is electronic device, right? This laptop is electronic device. So any electronic device, it will have only two states. One is on and off. This is very basic, right? Okay, on is nothing but 1, off is nothing but 0. So it will understand all your instructions only represented in only zeros and ones. Okay, yes, every software, it will run on laptop or system, but that system, it will understand only zeros and 1. Okay, let's assume if you wanted to develop simple calculator, addition of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers. Okay, to make it run on computer, what you need to know, you have to write all those calculation, input, output, operation, everything you have to write in the zeros and ones. Is it possible? No, right? As a human being, so it is impossible, right? Impossible, right? So to overcome this problem, so we have programming languages. Okay, now, so we have programming languages. Okay, so we will see what is this programming languages. Okay, so let's take a simple example. Okay, you take any application. Okay, let's assume, so this is our e-commerce. Just now have you seen Amazon, right? Yes, this is an e-commerce application. So it is written in Python, some Postgres and some, let's assume, React is the front end. Okay, yes. Okay, so we have written source code, we have covered all the requirements and we have deployed it on the internet. Okay, so now user started connecting and user started ordering and user started seeing the products. Okay, but this application should run every time 24/7. It should run on some computer, right? Okay, and most importantly, so all the instructions written in Python, Postgres, React, SQL are must run on some hardware, but this hardware runs on zeros and ones. How it will? First of all, how we can connect from our program to hardware? Correct? Yes. So every application runs on electronic device and every electronic laptop, so it will have some operating system. Okay, so what it does is, so this operating system, what it does is, so it will read all your instructions and it will pass these instructions to your memory, or in order to process your logic you need some memory, so that you can connect with the operating system, and operating system will check with the CPU and it will give you the memory and you can process all your instructions. Simple guys. Okay, just assume, okay, let's do one simple practice. So let's assume in our brain, so let's assume, so I am giving two numbers, number 1, number 2, 20 and 30. Okay, if I ask you to tell the result of addition of two numbers, okay, what you will do immediately, you will recall what is the number 1, number 2 from your mind. 20 plus 30, you will do some operation and immediately will tell the result as 50. What if I ask you to like what is the multiplication? Okay, what is the multiplication? Immediately you will again recall the numbers and you will do some multiplication and you will tell the result like 1000. Correct? So how you are telling? You are remembering the all the input values from in your brain and you are performing, you are listening to the user instructions, whether it is addition or multiplication, and based on that you are performing some operation and you are telling the result. Exactly. Let's assume it is, if it is a software application, so what it needs some inputs, it needs some memory, and it should listen your instructions. Once it listens the instructions, it has to perform and it has to give the result to the user. How we can develop such kind of applications? Okay na? So that is what we should learn, programming skills. Okay, why? So with help of this programming language you can write all your instructions, you can interpret all your instructions in your plain English like language and develop the, implement the logic by following the respective Python or Java rules and make it enable. And one more thing here, so from your program to operating system to hardware, you no need to worry. Okay, underlying your programming language vendor, so they will give some program, so that program automatically takes care of connecting to the operating system and connecting to the hardware, storing your values in the hardware. So it will take automatically, I mean every programming language they have some program, so that program will take care of this job. Okay, so simply I explained one application life cycle of developed using any programming language. Okay, so if you ask me, so why we need to learn programming languages? So all the software applications runs on electronic device, but electronic device like hardware, it will understand only zeros and ones. Okay, so develop the such software applications representing only zeros and it's very difficult. So to make a communication with your computer, to make a communication with your laptop, you need some translator or intermediate tool, that is what programming language. Okay, so with help of programming language you can focus on building your application rather than focusing on underlying hardware and components. You no need to worry. Your programming language, whatever you have chosen, Python or Java, so that itself take care of communicating with the operating system and communicating with the hardware and getting the memory to store your values and displaying the values to the user. Okay, so you no need to worry. Okay, what you need to know is you have to understand your business problem statement and pick a language, start writing instructions in English by following the syntax and semantics of your programming language. That's it. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn, this is how we are going to learn. Okay, this is how to get all the successful career, so this everyone should know at least some basic knowledge on this kind of life cycle. Okay, yes, so we have seen so much of stuff. Okay, everyone, I think most of you feel okay it is not required, but trust me, if you have these skills, so definitely you will success in your career. Okay, and most importantly, one more thing, I'm giving you some conflict. Okay, so during your entire journey, you will not focus on this operating system and hardware. Okay, you will focus on building your application only by using Python. Okay, but underlying concept, so it will take care connection with the operating system and hardware. Okay, yes. So next, so as I said, so industry has given three type of languages: machine level language, low level languages, high level languages. So machine level language is nothing but zeros and ones, which is very close to CPU, and since it is very close to CPU, it is, these instructions will be executed very fastly. Okay, so machine level language, this is the only language that CPU understand. Okay, only language, remember guys. Okay, CPU can understand. Okay, it will understand instructions only in zeros and ones, and So since it is very close to CPU and all our programming instructions execute by using CPU, so it is fastest execution. Okay, so next, so since it is very difficult to develop the applications using only zeros and ones, so they have started working on new language called low level languages. Okay, it looks like English level language. Okay, so let's assume I wanted to do addition of A and B. Okay, so some commands. Okay, some commands, you have to remember these commands and you have to give the values. Okay, so you can have now you have a question, so this is English, right? So then how it will convert into zeros and ones? Okay, so this is called as an assembly language. So every assembly language vendor, so they have written one more program called assembler. So this assembler act as a translator, so it will read all your instructions written in assembly language, it will convert into zeros and ones, machine code, it will generate the machine code and it will pass it to the CPU. Okay, but what is the challenge here? So when your application goes complexity, okay, and you cannot remember all these commands, right, exact commands, and you have to follow the same structure. Okay, this is very difficult, right? So yes, they have started implemented and high level languages close to English like statements. Okay, so Python, Java, C++ are examples of Python. Okay, so just assume, okay, this is the Python code. Okay, A equal to 10, B equal to 20 and print A plus B. How simple it is compared to assembly language and zeros and ones. It is very easy, right? Yes. So this is what programming language. Okay, and these instructions, how it will be converted. Okay, we will see entire life cycle of your Python interpreter in our Python section, but here I'm touching. Okay, so let's assume this is our Python code. This is the first step. Okay, next Python interpreter, it will read all your code, it will check for syntax errors and it will generate the byte code. So this byte code, it will give it will give it to a PVM will generate the machine code and CPU will come into picture and it will generate the output and it will display the user. Okay, so this is what high level programming language works. Okay, so this is the Java code. Okay, addition of two numbers, so this is the Java code and this is the C code. Okay, here itself you can see why Python is easy and why everyone will choose Python. Okay, so to do just simple addition of two numbers, you need to remember all the modifiers, main class, you have to follow the rules and all. Okay, ESC also same, but in Python you don't need to give any brackets, any functions, any access modifiers here. Okay, just simply, okay, what is the number, what is the value, what is the number, what is the value. Okay, and use the function to display the result. Okay, this is very easy, right? Very easy. Okay, so that's why we are picking Python as a simple and easy to learn programming language. And most importantly, nowadays Python is everywhere in your AA applications or your legacy applications. Okay, yes, so this is what exactly we are going to learn. Okay, so in the next video we will learn what is AA, what is Python and what are the features, how to install the Python and how we can work with Python. Okay, so that's all for this video, guys. So if you have any questions, so please you can contact me and I will definitely answer your queries or comment. This is my number, so you can contact me on this number. Okay, yes, so for the first 4 to 5 days, so don't worry about fees, like whether I will cover all these topics on the YouTube free or not. So I will explain in next 3 to 4 videos. Okay, yes, so if you like my content, if you like my teaching, so please subscribe to my channel or comment, or if you have any feedback, so please, so it will help me for my future. Okay, and it will help us to other also. Okay, whether it is a positive or negative. Okay, I don't mind this. Okay,